senors, it is I, Senor Batman, and I am back for the 2025-2026 Fantasy Football Americano season. We are here. This is the new setup. What do you think? So I can see a lot more. I can see the chat over this way. There's nothing over this way currently, but right in front of me is the league page. So I can see it all. I can track it all. It's great. Could track the stream, make sure it's working. So if there's anyone out there, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I'm going to try and remember to look up here. So I'm looking at you. Hola, senors and senoritas, whoever is watching. Trying to see here. Let's see. Is my mic too loud? Is there any feedback? Anything you can tell me to tune the stream? We're tuning the stream. Gal's here. Steven Galvin's here. Number one fan. It says he's the number one. My number one fan. That's what it says. That's a new competition. $20 to whoever is the number one fan of Senor Batman at the end of the season. How about that? The kiddie, the whole entire kiddie goes to the number one fan. I think it's a new feature. There's like XP on YouTube or something. I don't know. It says you're number one. You're the only one on there though. Slightly too loud. That's perfect. I can do this. Thank you for the feedback. I'm trying to tune this. Is that better? Does that sound good? It shows the levels are in green now instead of red. I had a feeling that might be the case. A test. Is this good? You tell me. I tell you. Do. I'm a rhyming fool. You know, it's coming like that. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet now? Do I need to get in the yellow? You tell me. I also kind of talk like this. You'll see I'll be actually in where we're going to be. We're going to get the keepers here in a minute. They've been up for a few days now, so most of you have probably seen them. But I'm going to go through them. I'm going to say, are they good? Are they shit? You know. In your stream, you can see over here, you can see the chat as well. Loud as a font? Well, it depends on the kind of font. Oh, number 2 is Mr. Bohack. He's number 2 fan now, so you guys can chat it up in the chat for number 1. Okay? Thanks for joining. You know, thanks for joining. It is appreciated when there's someone actually watching. All right? So, I can see the feedback the whole time. I will make sure to check that. But let's get into what we're here for. So first off, go to the pin chat. Let's just move over to this. I might have to tune this because this is a little small. Oop, did not mean to move that. So anywho, it's a little small, but I will read it out for you. Draft day is this Sunday. Please be here around 11:30 because the draft will promptly begin at noon. That's central timing. So for you East Coasters, that's 1 o'clock. That's 1 o'clock, okay? So don't go and be like, oh, senor, I thought it was at noon and I was there. Oh, wow. Mr. Boac says he's always watching like a cock. Okay, well, whatever floats your boat. You can watch me and, I guess Steven, is number 1. So you'd watch me and him do what we're doing, and you can watch, I guess. All right. That's awesome. Anyhow. Do. All right. So that's it. Draft is Sunday. Be prepared. Be ready to go. We obviously, if you've not seen, have a new member. Mr. Brandon Coffrin has not changed his name yet. Season has not started. That's fine. Redo3BMC is who he is in the standings. He took over for the former owner, Mr. Sean McGovern. So, you know, a quick moment of silence for him. Anyhow, yeah, R.I.P. I mean, Didn't pay his dues. Commissioner wasn't fucking around. You don't pay your dues. You don't give him some kind of plan. You don't follow up on that plan. Like, I'm sorry. You're out. See you later. You can go to the top of the list of people on the reserve list, but you know what? You got to pay your dues. We love you, Sean McGovern. You couldn't do it this year. Maybe in the future you'll be back. I mean, he's an OG member, so it sucks to lose him. But Brandon, he's here. He's good at fantasy football, from what I hear. So, Bohack is number one. Bohack is now number one. Look at the standings. No, we got 2 tied for number one. Oh, man, we got to get everyone on this chat. I do these episodes. Y'all in the league, there's 12 of you. 11 if the commissioner doesn't watch. Because fuck that guy. Like, what the fuck? Anyways. Let's get to this now. So anyways, the draft is Sunday. Going to be a great time for you coming in person. There will be pizza or wings or something provided as far as food. If you'd like to chip in to help your commissioner out, he would appreciate that. If you want to eat for free, you can be a freeloader. But you appreciate someone, helps him out. Don't let him foot the bill by himself. He's a fucking animal. He's a crazy piece of shit. Help the man out. Anywho, let's get to the keepers. All right, we're in the draft room now. So I don't know how well or not well you can see this. I'm trying to... You tell me how good it is. How about that? You tell me, hey, this sucks. This is ace. You tell me, hey, this is ace, senor. This looks like absolute shit. You're allowed to bring Kool-Aid this year, Mr. Bohack. You are just not allowed to sit anywhere near the carpet. You need to sit at a table. You've lost privileges. All right? Sorry. It's not me. It's not the commissioner. It's his wife. She says, no more. What's funny, actually, that you said that, Mr. Bohack, is last year, after this league drafted, a few hours later, the commissioner had a neighborhood draft, okay? And someone sat right where you were and spilled the game. There was 2 spills on that rug in the same spot, in the same day, if you can believe that shit. And that person felt really bad too. But it came clean. Luckily, I almost said Senor's wife. I don't have a wife. I fucking just, I just sling it wherever I can sling it. But the commissioner, he's like, I'm going to dedicate myself to one woman for the rest of my life. She knows how to clean a rug. Let's just put it that way. But she doesn't want to clean a rug, so no soup for you, they say. All right, see. How do I change this? This is not here. Wrap up. Logo frame. No, we don't want that. The webcam is not what we're... Is this something? Where's the fucking web? I'm trying to change this so you can maybe see a little better before we get into these keepers. I didn't want to do that. So we just scoot that back over. Listen, I'm a beginner at this. This is what the commissioner's job is. He didn't have it set up correctly, so fuck him. That's what I say, That's what you gotta say. You just gotta... You gotta believe in yourself, Oh, here we go. Now I got it. I don't want it to be too small. Like fucking the champion's penis, am I right? Gal's got a small wiener. There, I said it. Anywho, let's go through this. We'll go left to right because this is the nomination order as well. Nomination order, if you did not see and you did not pay attention, is now set by inverse standings of last year. So last place, first nomination. Second, so on. So basically our champion gets the last nomination. Seems like a fair little thing. There's not really an advantage to it, I don't think, because, you're just nominating players, so who gives a fucking shit? So, let's go. So the first team, our Sacco, reigning Sacco, Mr. Luke Bartos. He kept Marvin Harrison Jr. and George Kittle. So he's starting out with his tight end slot filled. His slots are filled in those 2 slots. And he's giving another shot to Marvin Harrison Jr. Oddly enough, did not keep Jaden Daniels. A lot of people thought that maybe I'm guessing, was thinking that he was going to keep Jaden. that would have been for $25. He decided, no, I'm going to take my shot in the draft. 25 is probably about where he's going to go. As far as if you look at, we'll get to it in a minute. It shows the available players, but he decided, I'm going to go a different route. The newbie who took over McGovern's team, who basically narrowly avoided Sacco. I think he only won that matchup by 10 points. He's keeping no one. He said, new team, new me. I'm starting over fresh. Mr. Kylo now is the only Sean. Didn't keep Sean. This is our only Sean in the league. The Sean Bowl will not happen this year. Every year, the two Sean's face for the better Sean, not happening this year. He only keeps Chase Brown. That's his one keeper this year. So he will have some money to blow. His max bid currently is $145. To go back, Mr. Brandon, his max bid is $184. Mr. Luke Bartos' max bid is $116 to start the draft. So they got some money to go. Let's get to someone that doesn't have as much money to blow, and that's Mr. Dylan Roy. Okay? There's some confusion in the offseason that just because he was Sean's brother that he was a Kylo. He is not a Kylo. All right? He's a Roy. So I want to clarify that. They are brothers. All right? You can do the math on how that happens. He's keeping 4 players: Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua, James Cook, and Isaiah Pacheco. Pretty solid start. Fourth nomination, he has $85 total dollars, but $73 is his max. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, too much drink too fast. Max bid of $73. We get over to Tweeden 88. Keeping CD Lamb, $40. All he's keeping is CD Lamb. $145 max bid, just like Mr. Kylo. We get to fucking Mark, Mr. Pigs in Space. His icon is a fucking helmet that's a toaster. I don't know what that's about. Sleeper's fucking... The developers are high as fuck. They're fucking high as fuck. That's all I can figure. They're like, what would it be like if there was a helmet? That was a fucking toaster. And we just made that one of the icons. And they're like, oh yeah, just send that through. Prove that shit. But anyways, he's keeping Malik Neighbors, Lad McConkey, and that's Jonathan Taylor. Sorry, we're getting started. Some of these names will be a little quicker than me going forward, but today they were not. So he's got pretty good young core. I know Taylor's a little bit older, but he's still got a few years left. I think he's 26, 27, something like that. So anyways, good start for him. Max bid of $92. DK Barrowlanders also kept only 3 players: Baker Mayfield, Christian McCaffrey, Ken Walker. So he's you could call him Risket Biscuit. You can call him not Limp Biscuit, Risket Biscuit. Because Mayfield should be fine, but McCaffrey, Walker, 2 injury-prone people at this point. You don't know what you're going to get, but they're both 2 running backs that when they play, they're pretty damn fucking good. They're really good. Like, those 2 running backs, if they're healthy, they stay good all year. McCaffrey could be the best running back in football. He's done it before. He can do it again. Walker, he's been very good before, so could be a very solid start for him. Good for you, Mr. Cade. Mr. David Cade. Then we got our first sixer. Here. We're getting into the better teams, though, from last year. So, as far as standings. So, we got Mr. McFadden, the commissioner, the main, $52 max bid only. So, that guy takes him out of the Ginty sweepstakes. Am I right, guys? Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, A.J. Brown, Drake London, Brock Bowers, and Garrett Wilson. Hey, better team. Listen, I'm just saying, the teams that are probably keeping more players, they probably got good teams to keep. They're trying to maintain the best. Garrett Wilson, bum. All right. Mr. Garrett Wilson's a bum, apparently. Anyhow, Gibbs Williams, so he's got, I'm going to go over the dollar amounts, but 52, so he's got his running backs, his receivers, his tight end all locked up. He's got one of his flex. He will be a quarterback. He will need a flex. Moving on to Mr. Bohack. He's here, or he was here. He's now back down to number 2, I think. I don't know how the XP system works. Actually, no, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out together. A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. You need to collect your experience points or XP. Send live chat messages or send super chats or stickers. Okay. So you can send stickers, apparently. Anywho, Mr. Bohack, he's keeping Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Jamar Chase, Terry McScorin, finally got a contract. He's a bum. No, I'm just kidding. Darren McLaurin's a good player. TJ Hawkinson. So he's keeping, by my estimation, 5 players. So his max was a little bit higher at 59. So good for him. He's keeping. He's got his tight. He's got his onesies locked up. For those that are known the term onesies, quarterback, tight end. You only start one, so those are your onesies. He's got those locked up, so he just needs another running back and 2 flex. So we'll see where that goes. Mr. McRiver, Mr. John Mickle, he's here. He's keeping 6 players. Jalen Hurts, B. John Robinson, Nico Collins, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, and Cortland Sutton. He needs a running back and a tight end. He's all good on flex and receivers. So in quarterback, he needs one more running back to put next to Bijan, and he needs another tight end. Or he needs a tight end, I should say. Next up is Mr. Broseph, that is Rick Pucci, man. Rick Pucci, man. He's the fucking beer league hockey champion, is what I'm hearing. That's the note I have here. He's keeping Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jawan Jennings, and James Conner. You know, he's riding that James Conner train all the way to retirement. He needs a tight end still and another flex. And obviously kicker and defense for all these teams. No one kept kicker or defense or kept so many at one position. It's a bench player. But he's got a 52 max bid just like McRiver. And last but certainly not least, our champion, our reigning champion, Mr. Galvin there, Mr. Steven Galvin, in the chat. He's keeping Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Brian Thomas Jr., Mike Evans, Trey McBride, and DK Metcalf. So he's got his onesies also lined up, just like Mr. Bohack. He needs another running back. He needs a flex. And to fill out the rest of his bench, his max bid is 52 as well. So, to kind of go through the stats here, we had 4 teams this year keep 6 players. So, Mr. Galvin, Mr. Pucci, Mr. Mickle, and Mr. McFadden all will have the lowest amount to bid to fill the rest of their rosters. So, they're going to have to be careful in what they're bidding to fill out their lineups. Mr. Bohack, he's got 59. He's also going to be careful, but he is... ultimately, he's got to be careful too because, you know, he's only got a little bit more money. So it's not like enough where he's going to be able to really bully his way. But really, then when you look at these teams on the left side of the screen, they got some money and they have a lot of spots to fill. So we'll see how aggressive those guys are and how they can be. But, yeah, so the long story short, you know, here's the keepers. Just to kind of go through it, I'm going to pull this up. How many of each position were kept? There was 5 quarterbacks, so that means there's 7 teams that need their quarterback. 13 running backs, 19 receivers, 4 tight ends. So that means there's 8 people that need a tight end. And then there, you know, 2 people filled their flex, I guess. What's that saying? It says 2 out of 2 flex, but I don't really understand that. But anywho, maybe it's just for this team. I don't know why it's showing 13 and 19 for the other positions. But anyways, so all in all, that's what you got. So let's take a look at the top players available. So quarterback, I'm going to, hold on, can I get this? No, not really. That'll have to be something for another time. You'll just have to trust me on this. Now I just fucked it all up. Is there an undo button in fucking the streaming shit? Come on now. The fucking lazy bum commissioner. Day late to do the episode. He gets me in a day late. Doesn't have it even set up right. What a piece of shit. Anyhow, quarterbacks. Your top 5. I'll give you your top 5. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, Kyler Murray, and Jared Goff is your top 5 quarterbacks available. Running backs, Ashton Ginty, Devon Achane, Omarion Hampton, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, Chuba Hubbard, Travion Henderson, David Montgomery, R.J. Harvey, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones. That's some of your top running backs. Some of your top wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, JSN, Jackson Smith, Najigba, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Devonta Smith, Xavier Worthy, Tedero McMillan, Zay Flowers, Jameson Williams, George Pickens, Travis Hunter. Tight ends: Sam Porta, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Tyler Warren, Tucker Kraft, Colston Loveland, Kyle Pitts. So, and then obviously all the kickers and defenses will be available. So, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the whole kit and caboodle there. Yeah, so basically, there you have it. Keepers have been kept. Fix my head a little bit. Keepers are all in the books now. They're all set up. The league is ready to draft. We just need you. So if you're coming to the draft, I'm the ultimate keeper, according to Mr. Galvin. He's trying to get that number one spot. You need to send like a super chat. You need to spend some money. Is apparently what they, what YouTube wants you to do. But anyway, to prove it. But yeah, long story short, 3 days, 14 hours, 6 minutes till the draft. Like I said, it will start promptly at noon Central Time, 1 Eastern. Okay? So if you're coming to the draft, be there before then. So you can set yourself up and we can get rolling. Because we don't want to start late. We got to keep shit going. Got to keep shit moving. We want everyone to get in and out as fast as possible. I'm sure people want to go to their Labor Day weekends if they got other shit going on. Yeah, if you can chip in for food, great. If not, you can be a freeloading piece of shit. That's fine too. You know, that's an option. You can just accept that you're a freeloading piece of shit and you're going to take advantage of the commissioner. And that's fine. That's okay. That's an option for you, all right? The food will be here. That's an option for you. If you don't want to, if you want to be like, no, actually, I want to help the commissioner out, good for you. You know, way to be the ball, as they say, you know? Other than that, I think that's kind of it. Everyone else is, you know, the dues are all paid. The keepers are in. All we need is the draft, and then the schedule will come out. Actually, now that I think about it, let's see here. Do I have the schedule? No, that is not the schedule. It might be on a different account. Let's see if I can get the schedule so I can tell you who your... It should be pretty obvious who your week 1 opponents are, but I just gotta find where I saved this shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even find it. So, league history. I could have gone through league history on this episode. That's something I could have done. See, woefully unprepared. Woefully unprepared. This commissioner, he may be good at running the league, but he is terrible at planning other shit out. This is garbage, you know? Yeah, I don't see where the thing would be. Schedule. So, the schedule can't be put in until after the draft. Let's see. I think maybe I'm texting the commissioner. We're gonna figure this out. All right, got it. Got the schedule. Here we go. That's why it's not even on. It's not even on this. I feel like I'm looking in fucking heaven with how bright this screen is. Holy shit. Let's darken this up a little bit. There we go. Not blinding my eyes. Holy crap. Anyhow. Week 1. Steven faces Rick. John faces Pat. Justin faces David. Mark versus Tommy. Dylan versus Sean. Week 1. The Roy Kylo Bowl is week 1. Look at that. And then last but not least, Luke versus Brandon. Okay? So if you remember, week 1 is set by standings of the following, or the previous year. Week 1, or it's first place for second, third versus fourth, fifth for sixth, seventh, for, you know, so on. So that's what that is. And then from that point on, from week 2 all the way to week 12, those are randomized. Through footballguys.com has a schedule creator. All of that's randomized through there. in week 13 and 14 is set by what the standings are after week 12. We will get into that, though, when we closer to that. We don't need to talk about it right now. It's not really that important. But, yeah, so that's basically it. Now we're good to go. So on that note, I appreciate the two of you that tuned in. Until next week when I am here to review the draft and give you my week 1 preview show. Draft recap. Draft 1 wrap up in week 1 preview show will be next week. It's football time, boys and girls. We're getting ready to go. Fucking jerk your dicks to the fact that football season's back. Go watch some football. Go to NFL.com. Find your favorite clip. Look at your team from last year. Get ready to roster bait at the draft. At your draft. Not at the draft, to be clear. Don't be a roster bait at the draft. That's weird. Don't do that. I mean, you can verbally roster bait, but don't physically roster bait at the draft. Wait till you get home. All right? Don't be weirding people out. That's weird. All right? But, anywho, until next week. Adios!